She considers herself a miserable trash who cannot cultivate. But in the eyes of Almighty, she is a big brother who cultivates immortals to experience the life of mortals. I clearly have love for my sister Xiao. But because I am a mortal, I dare not express it. Little did they know that the beautiful female cultivator felt that she was not worthy of an expert. And the strong people around me have long been remembered by the masters like clouds. Even the old farmer who she thinks is hard-fated can give orders to imperial princesses. Indicates the matter of forming a vanguard for the expert. I and Lao Qin are responsible. As for the three princesses and Ning Xue, since Shui said she wanted to stay here to mow grass and graze livestock. Seeing that Chen Fan didn't reject the three princesses, it felt funny. Said that he would also beg for flowers and count himself as one. Seeing that the two were pitiful, Chen Fan agreed. It's not easy to say more when I think that the masters have agreed to take in the two masters. Let them stay in the yard to do some chores with the arrangement of the expert. After the others left, the master suddenly became serious. Xiao Wu, do you know that you made a big mistake today? You think you've accomplished the task of a master. Be complacent. This is a big mistake. Wife of a tall man. How dare you have admiration for him? This is a big mistake. Xiao Wu, you should know. You don't deserve to like tall people. Xiao Wu thought that even his father could see it. How could an expert not know? That's why I didn't give me treasures. Instead, he only gave an ordinary jade pendant. It turned out that the expert wanted to use this to beat me, not to wishful thinking. At this moment, the master's pupils burst open. I sensed that a master was coming here. In the next second, a figure is already kneeling. Grandpa was frightened. This person was the one who robbed them earlier. The emperor of Huoyun Taoist treasure. Master Dakin, why haven't you left yet? The expert told me to go away. So I knelt at the foot of the mountain and meditated on loneliness. Grandpa is really flustered. I am no match for this old man. But I still pretended to be calm and said, "You're pretty good. You expected the master to stay. You will really reflect. There is still value available. The emperor here's here. It's like grabbing a life-saving straw. Senior, if there is anything I can use. Despite orders. This is my daughter Yi Qinggu. High Man ordered her to find more plastic. Since that is the treasure of your sect, it's up to you to help her. I will do my best to assist Miss Yi." Xiao Wu also figured it out at this time. Wiping tears from eyes. That's all. Or put away those impossible thoughts. Concentrate on being an expert chess piece. And Chen Fan needs money to recruit people. I decided to make some calligraphy and paintings and sell them for money. But as soon as Chen Fan started writing, Xiaoqi noticed something strange. An expert only uses a brush. Wen Chu Xing. Chen Fan introduced calligraphy while writing. Calligraphy is divided into 3 realms. First, basic skills, including posture, holding a pen, touching iron, etc. As long as you practice harder, everyone can write a good calligraphy. Xiaoqi is just listening. Feeling hot. There is a feeling that I also want to overlook the mountains and rivers. The feeling of killing an enemy with your own hands. The second is understanding. Only by understanding the true meaning of calligraphy, formed its own unique style. To be successful in calligraphy, Xiaoqi suddenly realized. Don't take joy with enlightenment, don't take sorrow with self. Peaceful and far away can be contented. The third is the unity of man and nature. Want to achieve unity. The right time, the right place and the right people are indispensable. At this time, Xiaoqi also realized the essence. The cultivation base is directly from the early stage of Tianwu. Climb to the late stage of Tianwu. Xiaoqi is even more sure that the expert once climbed to the peak. Disdainful of the world, now incarnating as a mortal and experiencing the world of mortals. Chen Fan put down his pen and examined it. It's a pity that the writing is still not good enough. Xiaoqi suddenly dropped his jaw. Brother, are you not satisfied with your writing so well? Chen Fan couldn't help but let out a long sigh. Although my memory is exquisite. But writing this is to make money. Finally fell down mentally. But in my heart, I was thinking about selling calligraphy and painting to make more money. Not only can build anti-economic vegetable greenhouses, you can also take Xiao Wu to go on a date and go sightseeing together. But I think it's been 3 days. I still don't see Xiao Wu in return. Am I being selfish? Suddenly Chen Fan was stunned by the sight in front of him. I go. This animal horse is too good at pulling. My land is 100 acres. Fertilize everything. After producing 10,000 tons of fertilizer. Finally helped by Chen Fan. At this time, the white horse was already skinny and exhausted. But my mouth is still thinking that I can still eat and stretch. Finally collapsed powerlessly to the ground. Chen Fan suddenly became a little fierce. Is it unreasonable that the previous laxative mirror has not passed? Strangeness. Even the ability of my veterinarian god can't find out the cause. Looks too sick for me to find out. Why don't you kill him while he still has breath? Meat can still be eaten. Otherwise, if you die, you will lose everything. As soon as this remark came out, all the big monsters stared in horror. Xiao Qi was also quite frightened. I'm afraid that one day I'll make someone unhappy. Made into braised rabbit head. Looking at Chen Fan's leaving figure, the white horse sighed. I never expected that I am the third prince of the dragon clan. Mythical beast little azure dragon. It ended up being so tragic. Even Xiaoqi, who is usually naughty, sighed. During this time you worked hard for your master. We all see. Want to survive. I have another way to try. I heard there is still hope for the white horse. Dragging his weak body to kneel down to Xiaoqi. Ask grandma for advice. You plowed 100 acres these days. Watered a little more with dragon dung. But the most critical step is to turn the ground. Only by turning the dung under the soil. Let it ferment for maximum effect. After listening to the method, the white horse started to leave the ground again. At this moment, Chen Fan came over with a butcher's knife. But Xiaoqi jumped up and down and said to Chen Fan. Brother beast and horse plowed the land again, it's fun. And Chen Fan saw that Xiaoqi liked beasts and horses so much. Thinking that if you kill the beast horse Xiaoqi, you will be sad. Then I picked a willow branch and put it in the gourd to stir. Trying to be a dead horse as a living horse doctor. However, the scent wafting from the gourd. It made all the monsters drool. Xiaoqi was also greedy and asked brother, what is this? I have to try the nerves I gave to beasts and horses. However, take a few sips of medicine. The white horse instantly gained dozens of pounds of muscle. Immediately came the spirit began to cultivate the land crazily. No more back pain, no more sore legs. Even turning over the soil is stronger. Seeing this situation, Chen Fan thought he was going crazy again. Forget about the beast and let him go. Xiaoqi, brother will take you down the mountain tomorrow. Xiaoqi suddenly asked curiously what to do. Chen Fan said solemnly. Sell calligraphy and painting. The next day, a young man in Qingxi town was yawning. Miss me the first day of the majestic Holy Sword Palace. But I had to hide 10 miles and travel around. In order to break through the state of mind. But it's been more than a year. When will I realize the true meaning of seeing? The inn right in front of you. Smell of terror. Yan Xiaofeng was immediately attracted by that breath. I saw that everyone was attracted by a painting at this time. Yan Xiaofeng could tell at a glance that this painting was extraordinary. I thought that these mortals dared to be so blasphemous. When he sees the portrait. Immediately shocked. On a hill in the midst of the ocean. Standing alone. The man turned his head slowly. Just glared at Yan Xiaofeng. The overwhelming sword intent suddenly hit him. Yan Xiaofeng suddenly realized. It turned out that the higher state I saw was the sword intent. Boss, how much are you selling this calligraphy and painting to me? The others were suddenly unhappy. Who are you? Is it your turn? Yeah, I came first. Feel sorry. I just heard you say that it was Mr. Chen who said it. Can I ask where he is now? Knowing the direction, Yan Xiaofeng hurriedly chased him out. The person who can make this painting. It must be the existence beyond the king of painting. He is one of the few painting emperors in Shenwu continent. But majestic. How can I write my own work? Selling to ordinary mortals? Yan Xiaofeng, who just came out, happened to come across Chen Fan, who was shopping with stinginess. So Yan Xiaofeng concluded that. Chen Fan also glanced at himself. Pretend to be a mortal and travel around the world in search of a breakthrough in the state of mind. Mr. Chen, please stay, Mr. Chen. Chen Fan turned his head and asked. Are you calling me? Yan Xiaofeng was at the inn just now. Fortunately, I saw the swordsman picture made by Mr. Chen. Shocked. Came here specifically to ask Mr. Chen for a painting. Sorry for the abruptness. Chen Fan looked at his clothes. I thought he was a swordsman fanatic. He is still a person who loves painting, so he intends to fulfill him. Sure. 10 gold coins. My calligraphy and paintings are only sold to famous people. It is also fate that we met in the busy city. Just sell it to you. So the two paid the money with one hand and delivered the goods with the other. Unexpectedly, Yan Xiaofeng was stunned when he unfolded it. I bought a picture of a chick obsessed with 10 gold coins. I can think of the previous reminder from Princess Jade Rabbit. She realized there must be something deep in it. The next moment, the chick transforms into a phoenix. Phoenix is the totem of Fengming Kingdom. Does it imply that the phoenix nirvana fails and becomes a chicken? It seems that the expert means that Fengming is in trouble. Let me go to Fengming country. And Fengming Kingdom imperial city side. Yi Jinhan wanted to take back Fengming Kingdom with a hoe on his shoulders. The world will eventually belong to the superior. This is the trend. I advise you, Fengming Kingdom, to surrender quickly. You're ignorant, of course you haven't heard. Looking at the thickening blackness, Yi Jinhan couldn't help feeling a little panicked. Dare to make a mistake with mere Linbing. The tallest person in your mouth is no more than 2. How dare you disrespect a superior? Court deaf. Voice just fell. Yi Jinhan charged up with a hoe. I tried my best to directly confront the people in the black mist. Unexpectedly, the black mist suddenly breathed. Yi Jinhan suddenly turned pale with shock. In the next second, Yi Jinhan flew upside down. I advise you to return to Zhuxian Palace as soon as possible. Can survive. Although I don't know what Zhuxian Temple is. But your appearance is already in the calculation of the expert. Since I can't beat you, that expert must have arranged someone who can beat you to save you. Dying. Still brazen. Go to hell. In the next second, a monstrous palm print was directly pressed down. At the same time, Yan Xiaofeng, who had spent a lot of money to buy the chicken pecking rice picture, also came here. The sword on the back is straight out of the sheath. Instantly smashed the monstrous palm print. Then sheathed the sword again. A set of movements flows smoothly. Seeing the scene, Yi Jinhan was also in a cold sweat. It's amazing. Did you think that this person must be sent by an expert to help me? Direct cold voice. What are you pretending to be? Get rid of that man quickly. Yan Xiaofeng suddenly felt that this person was unreasonable. I saved you. Instead of thanking you. Still talking to me in such a tone. I am Mr. Chen's wife. Ordered to dig through Fengming Valley. Didn't Mr. Chen arrange your appearance at this time? Hearing Chen Gengzi, Yan Xiaofeng was stunned. Hearing the black mist here, the people burst out laughing. What kind of shit? People don't know you at all. But Huaying just dropped a long sword and stopped directly in front of him. He was so scared that he dared not move. You are talking about Mr. Chen from Qingxi town. Yes. Yi Jinhan was very proud at this moment. It seems that the deep meaning of the expert has been guessed by me again. I see. It seems that the painting is not telling me that Fengming is in trouble. Instead, let me help this person help Fengming Kingdom to be reborn from nirvana. Then 2 fingers. Countless sword lights directly attacked that person. The man was shocked. If you dare to kill me, just wait for the endless treasures from our Zhuxian temple. But before he finished speaking, he was wiped out by Jian Guang. Burn. Just after the man was killed, the city gate was opened. The lord of the country came out with all the civil and military officials to surrender. I am willing to submit to the superior. If you have some eyesight. Lao Yi patted Yan Xiaofeng. Speaking of himself as Yi Jinhan, the vanguard of the masters who cultivated the world. Hello, Senior Yi. Under the guidance of an expert, I came here to help you. Just now that person claimed to be from Zhu Xiandian. I think his method seems to be the legendary demon cult. I'm afraid the world will not be peaceful. Yi Jinhan dismissed this. There are masters sitting in the world. What a mere devil's religion.
Damn.